How you doing, Scotty Bear? Back with another Wake and Bake session. This time I am thinking about getting health coverage here. Actually, it's Expat health coverage, and it works in every country except for like United States, Croatia, Pakistan. I mean, some very odd countries. And it seems to work in most any country that I would be going to, other than the premium might change a bit. So the premium for Mexico would be $120 a month, and I pay the first $2,500. Now, initially, let me tell you what I think about that and my experience having health coverage in general. Okay, number one, I've had a good amount of dental work done in Mexico, and up to this point at least. Now, I've been in the doctor's office and them quoting patients that come in from other countries like $6,000, $8,000, something like this, for some implants and stuff like that, and it looks like they are going to spend a good amount of money with these people, and so that might be where the health coverage helps. However, keep in mind, I was only comparing that to what I've experienced with dental care. Now, the times that I've been to the doctor, which has been maybe 3 or 4 times. One time it cost me $2.50. The other time it cost me about $25, 500 pesos or 600 pesos. I forget which one, but it was something like that. And nothing for anything that silly. One time I had the flu, and this was very early on. I was sick as a dog. Actually, I had to literally hold myself up on the wall because there was a pharmacy on the corner. So I was lucky, and actually they had a doctor on standby. So that's where 600 pesos came in. I gave them that. They gave me like a handful of medicine. They're like, take this. There was minor English involved. And keep in mind, this was a weird hour too. I remember it was like 2 a.m. I was just so fucking sick. I didn't know what to do with myself. So, there's that. And then the next situation was, I seen a nurse practitioner. It cost me actually 50 pesos. The lady was trying to give me change, and I wasn't sure exactly what she was doing. And I gave her 100 pesos. So that being said, I've spent about $35, $40 plus lots of antibiotics, lots of ibuprofen 800s, but nothing that is that close to a charge of anything. And actually, I have a couple other friends that have spent the night in hospitals, not in Mexico per se, but I have a friend that I've traveled with. His name is Benny a little bit. He was in the hospital. I believe it cost him $400 for one day. Another friend of mine had a bleeding ulcer in his stomach in Vietnam. I believe it cost him about $800, which is surprising. I thought Vietnam would be at least a little bit cheaper. But you have to go a long ways before you get over 2,500. So it really could probably end up me paying, regularly. Because one is, I am only going to go to the doctor. I got a buddy who's having blood work, Jeffy Poo, and different things like that. I'm telling you what, I'll say this in 2 parts. One is, being about 50 now and having dental work done makes me wish I would have been more aggressive throughout my 20s and 30s when my teeth were still only minorly fucked to spend more money on that. You know, even I should have fucking been coming to Mexico sooner is what it amounts to. So, however, they fixed every tooth in my mouth basically for like $2,200 and some follow-up visits, but nothing really, even still, I don't think I spent $2,500 on it a full year. That being said, I've extensively traveled and I've been sick out on there. And one point, a Filipina that may be watching this took care of me literally like my mom. I was in bad fucking shape. She thought she was like talking to the downstairs, you know, clerk or whatever, you know, the hospital staff, and she considered, you know, taking me to a hospital. And so that was hardcore too. And that was when I got to the Philippines. I actually felt like I was going to get sick. I got in the car and some dude, and this was before the pandemic, some dude like didn't seem like he was feeling all that well. And we were sitting in the back and he had the AC blaring his ass off and he sneezed. And I felt like, I was like, oh shit, I probably am going to get sick. This guy does not seem to feel all that well. So there's that. I feel like I got sick from that. But I was down out like 48 hours, hardcore. The Filipina that was hanging out with me. That being said, that's how I feel about this. They want me to pay like 4 months at a shot too, or half a year or full year. $1,500 for a full year. They give me a little bit of a discount if I'll put up the money. It's attractive mostly because I still feel like the United States should have a policy that is, I mean, if the United States has a policy that says $375 a month, bang, you pay co-pays and this and that, I think I would fall in line. The amount of money that they want for health insurance is almost nutty. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. Have a wonderful Tuesday.